All right, how's it going? What we're going to do in this video is we're going to make a new art show. So these are probably going to be obviously on a monthly basis, but basically here we are at the site. This is the main kind of upper level navigation, sort of front page thing for art shows. It's got three elements. It's got a featured image, title, which is a link to more. It's got an excerpt and then a little read more button. This is kind of already built into the whole thing. And then obviously visit Scratchy's site. But once we go into, this is called the archive, by the way. And then this is the single. So this is more info. So anyways, we've got the title in there again. We've got the featured image again. We've got a full description now. And then we've got a start and ends. We've got a few sample images with captions or titles. And then we've got a little artist bio image and a link to their site with a little description of what they're doing. This is kind of a weird, no one's going to look at a screen this skinny essentially, but I just wanted to get everything on one screen so we can look at it and discuss it. But and then we can go back to art. So here we are in the WordPress dashboard. I don't know if you're familiar with this one or not, but this is the 5.0 WordPress, aka Gutenberg. But I've pre-built this. So this is a it's called Advanced Custom Fields, ACF. So using ACF, I built these basically templates for adding content to an art show. We'll go ahead and look at this one real quick. This is the sample one that's over here. I can go down through this again and show you what's what. But this title right here that's built in is this. This first paragraph of description is this. And then over here, our featured image right here is this. All right, and then once we are in the show, this toggle button, when you land here, it may or may not be open, but this is how you get into the art show post. Pop that open, and inside of the show, title right there, description going just down the line, we've got start date, end date. I've got starts on and ends in the template, so you don't need to type in starts and ends. We've got these three images. There's 1, 2, and 3. I've got room for up to 6. If you want to go to 9 and make a nice grid like that, we can add those images. I just thought that'd be a nice teaser. I know sometimes you have group shows, so I've basically made artist image, artist bio. This is the text for what's going to be written in here, and then you've got obviously a link. But I've got that same 1, 2, 3, 4 elements for each one repeated. So we've got second and third, and those would basically fill out the rest of this row right here, and we're going to build one of those and show you what that is all about. So I also kind of got this stuff together. So here's kind of what you're going to need, kind of a little package of work to get done ahead of time. But you got title, description, captions, artists' bios, and links with names. So I made, basically this is for one artist, second artist, well, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to just copy and paste that content in there. And then we've also got just some sample work. I've got everything made to display squares. We can discuss if we need to change that format. I just thought that if you did a square, you could have either landscape or portrait, just kind of fill in the space, and then get info. This guy is 750 by 750, giving us like just shy of 200 kilobyte size image, which is not going to be, these are pretty small. Even if this were full frame, they're not even going to get to be close to 750. But if this is at about 375, it's going to display super sharp on a retina screen. So let's go with that. Okay, and again, let's so once we're in art shows, we can either add new from here or add new from here. Right before we do this though, I'm going to go ahead and just toss everything in the media library just so it's all ready to go. We're going to add new content, and you can either drag and drop or just queue them all up, but drag and drop is pretty easy. There you go. All right, I'm going to let those do their thing, and we can get rid of this now. They're uploading. So go back to art shows, and then we're going to add a new show. Like I said, this template is pretty much all filled out and ready to go. So we're going to grab this, and I thought like on the front page you could have you know, July show, or however you want to handle that. I'm not sure. With the description, you know, here's like the full description. You can grab either just the first sentence out of it, or if you want to make something unique for, get back there. Want to make something unique, or you know, if you're going to have this longer, this right here is this. If you want something other than just the first sentence or two, like a group show and list off the artists or something like that, you can put that in there instead of just, you know, using just whatever first section of that is. But and then down here under title, we're going to grab that, but we don't need to say July's show because at this point we already know that we're in that single post, and that's what we're looking at. We're just going to drop all this business in there. Start date, these are handy. I've got a date picker, so we said this is going to be July's show, so we go to July. You're not open on the 4th, we'll launch that thing on the 3rd, and then the end date, again, the end of July. That's handy because first Thursday would be August 1st, so we're going to do that. And then go ahead and add some images. We've already got them in the library, so it's going to make it super easy to do. Let's go ahead and grab this. Alt text is essentially a visual description of what that image is for someone using a screen reader, or a descriptive type of thing for search engines to understand. But I'm just going to call this a sign on a door. And this smush thing right here, I've got basically a plugin running that is going to compress images as they get uploaded. So is reduced, you know, not that much of a reduction, 6.4%, but it wasn't a gigantic image that I brought up anyways. It's only 750 by 750. So there's something running image compression in the background on the site already. So image 1, add image 2. We're going to go with this guy. No, we're going to go with Max here. Cat behind a screen door. This caption, that's going to display on the page. So there's that. This, if we forgot to do the caption, we can go back and add the caption. And update that. So that was under this edit button here. It's continuing on, add image. I'm going to do all 9 just so we can see what's going on. This is going to be mini disco ball. Mini, I said. So get that in there. Okay, so that's good to go. We're going to go down to image next. Tell you what, I'm going to pause this, and no, we'll just go ahead and bust through here. Wolverine. And I don't know what else we need here. That's on there twice. It looks like when I jumped over from the other page, jumped away from the media library while it was uploading, it actually took away some of our, or didn't finish uploading our images, which is kind of a drag. But I've got the other ones up here from this previous sample one that I made, so I'm just going to use those just for the sake of moving along here. Caption, need a caption. And then we're going to get down here into the artist's image, and then this is going to be upload files. I'm trying to get through this, but let's grab that. You can see smushing in progress, and then it smushed that. So and then, like I said, because we've got this content already kind of ready to go, we're going to go ahead and grab that and just drop that in there, and then grab this and drop that in here, and grab this and drop that in there. That's not what we wanted to do. We wanted to go and grab C, B, and then basically just repeat that all the way down there for the other artist images if you have those. One thing over here with this document, we need to set the featured image, and that is part of what's showing up on the front page. Go ahead and grab this guy again, alt text. We don't need a caption for that. So it's again this featured image and all of the stuff that is not in the custom post is what's showing up on the front page. So we've got title, excerpt, and featured image. We're going to go ahead and publish that and jump back over to our page and refresh. So there we go. July show, rando whatnot. We've got our short description, excerpt there, jump into the show single, and there's our featured image again, but now this is the title coming from here. This is the full description from here, start and end date. We've got the 6 images that we added, and then the one artist bio. Like I said, we could have 2 more of those if necessary. One thing I want to show you in here is if you wanted to add a little bit of HTML markup, so that's going to make a bold, close, bold kind of a thing right there. So this is bold, and that's the opening. This is bold, and that's the closing. So that's going to make that section, or that one word in bold, and then you can add this br/, it's an opening and closing tag on its own, and basically drop 2 of those in there if you want to make a break between the paragraph, because one is breaking this line and then the second one is making its own blank line. And yeah, I know it's published. We're going to update it. And that way, when you jump back over here onto our page, we're going to refresh that. And so there's our text in bold right there. It's got these 2 tags on it, like that. And then here's like that first br/ is making this break, and the second br/ is making that break. If you want to clean up the paragraphs a little bit. If you need another element like opening reception or more information, second whatever, we can add other content in here. Just let me know what you're looking for and I'll put that together. But that is a pretty quick rundown of how we're getting a new art show posted on the site. And got questions? Let me know. All right, hope this works out for everybody. See ya.